There's a ton of writing software, some great, some not so great. And when you're just starting out or you're married to a particular software, it can be a little intimidating trying out new stuff. And I've tried a lot of software, and I picked 5 of the most useful for me. But before I get into the top 5 list, there was 4 criteria that influenced my choosing. Number 1 was price. Most of us writers aren't rich. And although most writing apps aren't expensive, no one wants to purchase several cheap apps just to find that one. But at the same time, we've all heard the phrase, you get what you pay for, and unfortunately that is true in most cases. That's why I made this video. The second thing was prompts. One thing I dislike about a lot of novel writing software is prompts. Prompts scare the crap out of me. As soon as you open some of these programs, what's the title of your story? Well, I only have a working title. Click next to continue. What's your main character's name? I'm not really sure yet, but I'll go with click next to continue. When was your main character born? I guess 1980 something. Click next to continue. What's your main character's motivation? I really don't know yet. I haven't. What was your main character doing the week prior to the inciting incident? Is this a character chart or a writing program? What's the plot of your story? I'm still kind of fleshing that out. Who is the villain? Finally, a question I can answer. His name is... Does your villain prefer sandals or going barefoot? Huh? Sandals, I guess? Click next to continue. Can I just start writing, please? I'm the prompt. I'll be asking the questions here. It's this idea that developers deemed it necessary to make it feel as though you're not really writing a novel. And I understand where they're coming from. Writing a novel isn't the easiest thing in the world. And those apps are simply making an attempt to make it feel easy with their wizards. But the problem is you are writing a story. And going into it with this attitude that you aren't isn't really the best mind state that you should be in. If you want to play guitar, you have to really pluck the strings. If you want to sink the shot, you have to really shoot the ball. There's really no way around it. That brings us to criteria number 3, clutter. Hundreds of tabs are a turn off, as well as seeing a whole bunch of words on the screen when I haven't even started typing yet. Tiny boxes, big boxes. Why all the boxes? I don't appreciate clutter in my writing software. Nor am I a fan of multiple screen changes. To me, the best programs are the ones where you don't have to jump around a crap load of screens. You can just start writing where you are. 1 screen is ideal. At the max, 2. And the final criteria, ease of use and learning curve. Writers should be able to jump right into a program and start writing and not have to watch a 3-hour tutorial first. And now we can proceed on to the list. Number 5. Google Docs. By far the greatest thing about Google Docs is that you can edit your documents anywhere, as long as there's an internet connection. You can create new documents in it, you can upload documents as a way of backing them up, you can even share documents. And it's free. Number 4. Microsoft Office Word 2007. In the world of writing, you can't beat a blank page. And with Word, it's just you and the page. No extra confusing stuff. It has great formatting capabilities, especially when you get into macros. But it takes the number 4 spot because of its humongous price. Number 3, Page 4 for the Windows operating system. This is a very cool program for fiction writers. It's a lightweight program that performs heavy duty. If you're writing a series that features the same characters throughout each book, Page 4 can be like your Bible. You know that giant loose leaf notebook you carry around with the pages falling out? It has all your character charts and your world building notes. Well, that can all be replaced with Page 4. Page 4 is like a loose leaf notebook on screen. You can create folders and pages to keep everything organized, but it's also a word processor. You can feasibly type your entire manuscript into it. It has the spell check, the formatting, and it does cool things. You can search for word frequency to see which words or even phrases that you use the most. And if you still like to keep a hard copy of everything, you can print it all out. Comes in at $34. Number 2, YWriter for the Windows operating system. This is the first writing software I fell in love with. It was created by Simon Hayes, an author who was himself searching for the perfect writing program. When he couldn't find one that fit his style, he created YWriter. YWriter is great for many things, one of them being outlining. You can break chapters up into scenes, you can move scenes around in and out of chapters. If you're writing from multiple point of views, you can label each scene with the character's name of the POV it is. And one of the coolest features in YWriter is the highlight characters and items feature. If you have a lot of characters in one scene or throughout your novel, this can really come in handy. You can highlight all the character names that appear in each scene. That allows you to keep track of characters that may have fallen into the background, or even characters that are taking up the spotlight. Also, if your story has a MacGuffin, a One Ring, a Marauder's map, you'll be able to keep track of where it is at all times with this highlight feature. Also, support for the program is excellent. Simon Hayes, the developer, is a presence on his discussion boards, and he answers your troubleshooting questions himself. YWriter is free. Number 1, Scrivener for the Mac operating system. Scrivener is probably the best writing app in existence. With Scrivener, you can do all of the cool stuff that I mentioned in the other reviews, plus more. With many software, you might have to use a combination of different apps. One might lack certain features that the other one has, but Scrivener pretty much does it all. You don't have to leave Scrivener to do anything. It can all be done within this one program, but it's Mac only. And I wouldn't suggest non-Mac owners to run out and get a Mac just for this one program. The other software I mentioned are great alternatives, so much so that calling them alternatives is not giving them the proper respect that they deserve. They're great in their own right, and you wouldn't be downgrading or settling for less if you were to choose any of the others. Now, this list is by no means comprehensive. I haven't tried every app in the world, but I have tried these others. I also realize that I may have overlooked some gems. If so, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new stuff. For a more comprehensive list of useful writing tools and more reviews, go to mlmjr.com. Thanks for watching.